Good morning, guys. Why strength is less today? Yesterday it was more, it was today less, tomorrow more, again less. Attending classes or cinema theater? Okay, guys. Good morning, both offline and online students. Am I audible? Am I loud and clear? Super. Shall we get into the subject discussions, guys? Right. In other day's class, I was talking about how to deal with properties file, right, guys? What do you mean by dealing with properties file, guys? We can read the content of property file to Spring Bean and we can use that data in the business method however you want, right? For that purpose, first of all, you have to configure the property file. For that one, what is the annotation we are having? @ property source, right, boss? What is the annotation we are having for that purpose? @ property source. What is the annotation we are having to inject simple values to Spring Bean properties by collecting them property file, system properties, and also what? Environment variable. What is the one we are having? @ value annotation. Value annotation is there or not there? Super. Using value annotation, total how many operations we can do? 4 operations we can do. Number 1, direct values injection. Number 2, simple values injection collected from property file. Simple values injection collected from system properties. Simple values injection collected from environment variable. Yeah, in future we will discuss how to collect the values related to profile and can go for injection. That's a future discussion we'll go for later, guys, right? Okay, but listen. Now I would like to go for internals, boss. How this value annotation is doing injection? How does it knows? This has to be collected from property file. This has to be collected from system property. This has to be collected from environment variable. Value is not actually collecting anything from directly from original places, boss. Value annotation is collecting all these values from a special object called environment object. What object? This is IOC container managed built-in Spring Bean. What is that? IOC container managed internal special Spring Bean, guys. What is the object was? Environment object. The moment IOC container is created, this environment object will be created and this environment object automatically starts holding values collected from the property file, values collected from system properties, values collected from environment variable. When you use value annotation by specifying the key, it will submit the key to environment object. Come on, guys. Collects the relevant value from environment object, completes the injection. So here credit should be given to value annotation environment object. Credit should be given to value annotation environment object. Now tell me, creation of environment object and pushing property file content, system properties content, come on guys, system properties content, environment variable values content into environment object will happen dynamically and automatically or not, guys? You use @ value annotation, you don't use. Irrespective of that, this environment object will be created as what? Internal object holding properties file info, system properties info. Come on, guys. And also what? Environment variable value. Sir, why should I believe you? You are saying so many things. I need a practical proof. First of all, you prove me, sir, there is a environment object. Then I will believe you, sir, right? Okay. First of all, I need to prove if you have two property file, how the injection going to happen, sir? You will mention multiple property files. From there, it will collect into single environment object. From environment object to value annotation. Mister, I think you are still outdated guy. Yesterday was about how to configure multiple property files. Okay, guys, come on. Mr. Akhil, yesterday I have discussed about how to specify multiple property file names in @property source annotation. Then what happened? Then what happened? Instead of collecting from one property file, it will collect from what? Multiple property file into environment object. From environment object, they will go to what? @value annotation based on Spring Bean properties. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Super. Okay, let me open my Eclipse IDE. Meanwhile, let me open my document. First, yesterday's document, guys. Please remove everyone mode. Everyone mode cannot be removed. You have to control yourself. Okay. Spring, guys. What's your batch code? 1102. What is your batch code, guys? 1102 Spring Core, right, guys? 1102 Spring Core. Here, what is there? More on first application development, ambiguity problem, qualifier, bean alias, not this. This is 19th, na boss? Yeah, perfect. Are you practicing, guys? Yeah. Everyone look at this sentence. Okay, everyone plus look at the diagram. What is this stuff, guys? This is property file. These are system properties. These are environment variables. These two are managed by JVM as part of application, right, guys? This is from property file. All of them are automatically read into what? Environment object. Who maintains this? IOC container. Okay, based on the value annotation that we have used, guys. What is the annotation we have used? Add @value floor bracket open key. Floor bracket open key this. Tell me. Dollar also there. Dollar symbol is also there, right? Yeah, tell me, guys. These values will be injected to Spring Bean properties or not, guys? Based on the key that is passed to value annotation, it will submit that one into environment object. From environment object, collects and injects. Collects and injects. So that's why don't say value annotation will search in what? Property file. No. Value annotation actually search in what? Environment. Suppose if IOC container is not doing this work by creating environment object, value annotation should take a lot of pain. @value $os.name. What it has to do? It has to go to all the property file that are configured. Should search. Is there any key called os.name? Not there. Then it should come to system property. Out of 100 system properties, it should search for a key whose name is os.name. Then if they're fine, if not there, you should go to all environment variable, should search for os.name. It is painful process for value annotation or not? That's what they are doing. Don't search in different location. I am creeping and gathering all the details into environment object. What object, guys? Into environment object. From environment object, we are pushing them to what? Spring bean properties. From environment object, we are pushing them to what? Spring bean properties. What's your ID? 1102. When you have multiple container, if you need to get property value from one container to another container is possible with @ value annotation or not. So for which container it is configured, in that container only it will come. Other container it will not come. That's quite common. If you want to pass, you have to keep containers in relationship. Fine. If you keep containers in relationship, child container can use parent container Spring Beans. Okay. So how can I believe that you are right? How can I believe that you are right? First of all, let me prove that we have environment object inside the container. We don't create, it is automatically created, right? We don't create it, it will be created automatically and internally. It will be created automatically and internally. Bittu, you are listening subject less and nonsense more. How long Spring Core will take? Because you asked question, duration is going to reduce or duration going to increase? Focus on topic, my dear Bittu. So far you have not asked a single technical question. All nonsense. Mic not working. How many days Spring Core will run? When class starts? When that will be completed? This will be completed. Why don't you join as admin in Naresh IT? Instead of a student? Focus, Ra Babu. Focus. People think that Sam forgets everything. Okay. Yes, guys. Yes, we have this. We are getting the Spring Bean. Let it be, guys. Get the environment object. What object? Environment object from the IOC container. Yes, since question has come, another 4-5 sessions are there with respect to Spring Core module. Some topics of Spring Core I wantedly left so that I can discuss in Spring Boot Core. Actually, they are the common topics for Spring Core and Spring Boot Core. Few topics wantedly I am not ignoring in what? Spring Core, so that there will be something interesting to learn in what? Spring Boot Core. Otherwise, once we get the basic difference between Spring Core and Spring Boot Core, you will not find interest in the subject, right? That's why few topics wantedly I kept to learn in Spring Boot. Farhan, please take more sessions. You don't decide, I will decide, okay? Okay, bada aa gaya. Okay. Right, guys. Now I am not saying this because Bittu asked. If Bittu not asked also, I would have given the same answer. Please. Okay. Fine. Let me design the course. You don't design the course, please. Fine, guys. And I have given statement also. What is that? Few concepts wantedly I am going to cover through Spring Boot Core, which are common topics for both Spring Core and Spring Boot Core. Right, guys? Tell me, boss. Environment ENV is equal to don't forget our basic course title is what? Spring Boot and microservices, right? Our main focus should be on. Please don't forget that. Get the environment. Array, I am getting access to environment object now, boss. How can I prove in this environment object all keys will be stored? And if I submit the keys, I will get the values, right, guys? Sysout, sysout, pr.id key value. pr.id key value is, what is this? cts dot guys. env dot get property. What guys? env dot get property pr dot id. Get property. Now there is no need of mentioning here dollar for bracket because we are already there in environment object. You submit the key and get the value. You submit the key and get the value. Super guys. Tell me next one. PR dot. Already that is covered na. OS dot name. Here is my OS dot name. Here is my what guys? OS dot name. Yeah, tell me here how to now run the application or not, guys. Java application. Oh, we got the exception. Why we got the exception? Because yesterday we did some experiments to get the error. Sometimes we modify the code to get the error. I hope you remembered other day. I think here path one also, right, guys? Yes, other day we have done these modifications or not, guys? pr.keys are property file. How come they will come into environment object? Srinivas, that's a work of IOC container. Either join on time or listen class completely. Mr. Srinivas, they come automatically into environment object. That's the work of IOC container. If you ask me, how come IOC container is creating Spring Bean class object? That's a work of Babu. If you ask me, okay, why JVM is creating object? That's a work of JVM. If you ask me, why should I learn Spring? That is your work to become software engineer. Yes or no, na? Dirty fellow. After listening Ramayana, he is asking, Sita is a girl or boy? Right, guys. Run as Java application. So now it's coming or not coming, boss? 1001 Windows. That means if I take same key and value in different property file, you can do that. Whatever configured second, that will get the higher priority. Second property file will get the higher priority. Okay, guys. 1001 Windows 11 is coming or not coming, boss? Coming or not coming? That means environment object is there or not there? One more proof that environment object is there. One more proof that environment object is there. Okay. Tell me, guys. Test bean. Something, guys. Test info. I am making this one as what, guys? Spring Bean. I am making this one as what? Spring Bean. What is there? T info. What is there, guys? T info. Tell me here what I am doing. Await environment. ENV. Here is what? Auto void. Here is my what, guys? Auto. And a container is having some special Spring Beans. Special objects. Environment is one of them. Internal cache is one of them. Are we creating internal cache? Are we creating environment object? When you are accepting internal cache, we are not accepting environment. You should accept it or not, boss? Okay. Public void display. What is this? Public void display data. Come on. Sysout env dot get property. What property, guys? Get property. What is there? OS dot name. OS dot name dot. Tell me next one. env dot get property. env dot get property. Tell me. Oh, env dot get property. per dot id. I'm just trying to print, boss. Nothing else I am trying to do. Okay. If it is a spring bean, then only we can inject. And injected one I am trying to use here, guys. Come on. Okay. Now come to this place. Already I proved it is there in container. Now I am proving that not only it is there container, it is injectable to what? Other spring bean. Get to spring bean class object reference. Test info. What info, guys? Info is equal to ctx dot 1 minute. Info 1. ctx dot what there, guys? Get bean. ctx dot get bean. Tell me what is the story? The info. What is there, guys? Test info dot class. Sys out. Tell me. Info 1 dot display method. What method, guys? Already we are there in info 1 dot what method? Display data method. What method? Let's see whether it is going to come or not. Yes. Windows 11 1001 also came. It's because of display data method call. This has been proved practically here. Check it out. IOC container internally maintains few ready-made Spring Bean class objects like environment object. This object get info from configured property files, system properties, environment variable, and sends the and sends to the Spring Bean class object properties based on the keys placed in placeholders of the value annotation. This object can be injected to other Spring Bean using @auto-void annotation, can be accessed from client application using what? ctx.getEnvironment method. Here is proven now, boss. In client application, access the environment object printed. Okay, it can be injected to other Spring Bean now, boss. Person info 1, P info 1, environment, show data. There I am trying to display the data or not, guys. But one more small thing, guys. When I say environment object, environment is an interface. For interface, can we create object? But now onwards, what I said is, whenever I refer any object name with interface name, is it the real object of interface? It is the object of a class that implements interface. I generally say my student, my dirty fellows, waste fellows, worst fellows, right? Tell me your original names are worst fellows and dirty fellows. But one generic nickname I have given to all people, right, guys? And you also accepted it shamelessly. Okay, complete assignment, then you'll boom. Nice people. Otherwise, I'll say dirty people, waste people only. Okay. So, your original name is not dirty fellow, but I'm referring everyone with a common name or not. When I refer interface name as object name, it is not the object of interface. It is the object of a class that implements the interface. In JDBC also we did the same thing. Connection object. Connection is what can be what? Interface. Statement object. Statement is basically what? Serializable object. Serializable is basically what? Runnable object. Runnable is basically what? List object. List is basically what? Array list. List object we say, but it is object of array list, right? Map object, it is object of hash map class, right, guys? So now onwards, plainly remember one thing. Any object referred with interface name, it is not the object of what? Interface. It is the object of a class that implements the interface. Convinced, guys? Sir, that is fine, sir, but how to get the class name, sir? You are referring with interface name for comfort. I enjoyed that one. But how to get the real class name? Sys out, tell me. Environment object class name. env dot get class or not? Environment object class name. Value annotation test boss. Yes, my dear. Okay. Environment object class name is what, guys? Standard environment. Standard environment is the class that is directly or indirectly implementing what? Environment interface. Okay. In Eclipse, how to fill that hierarchy, sir? So click on environment, guys. You press F4. You press the F4. You will get the type hierarchy. You got the type hierarchy now, boss. Come on. Yes. This is the total hierarchy of the class or not, boss? Total hierarchy or not? Standard environment is the class extending from, that is implementing configurable environment. That is extending from property resolver environment, configurable environment. These are interfaces na, boss. This is abstract class. This is again class. Are you getting my point here, guys? Come on. Super, boss. Okay. What is the shortcut key? F4. If you want to get hierarchy of any class or interface, on that you press F4. F4 functional key F4, boss, nothing else. Functional key F4. Yeah. Environment is not the object of environment interface. It is the object of a class that implement, what is there? Environment. What, guys? Environment interface. It is the object of a class that implements what? Environment interface. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Super. Shall we go for it now? The implementation. In Spring 6.x version, the class name of environment object is, what object, guys? Environment object is, what is there? Standard environment. What is that, guys? Standard environment. Here is my hierarchy, guys. Here is the simply hierarchy. Extends, implements, extends. This is the hierarchy. Okay. Fine. With this, we completed this. Okay. How to configure, one more FAQ, guys. How to configure multiple, what is there? Spring Bean configuration files. Spring Bean configuration file in our Spring application. What application, guys? In our Spring application. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, in property source annotation, you have to mention multiple property file names. Nothing great, guys. Here is my commons. Info dot properties. File save as. Here is my what? Info one dot properties. Tell me, guys. PR dot address. What is there? Vizag. Okay. PR dot name. Here also I am maintaining PR dot ID because someone asked me question. If two keys, if multiple property files are having same keys, different values, which value will be taken as the final value? Okay, for that one. Yeah, tell me. PR dot address Hyderabad. PR dot address Hyderabad. This is what info one dot properties. Go to which place, guys? Spring Bean. Personal info dot Java. Earlier address is hard coded. This time I can collect from this place. Yeah, tell me, guys. PR dot addrs. PR dot addrs. That's it. Go to application config class, guys. Here is there. Here is my application config class. Tell me here. Property source. Here flower bracket open. First file is configured na. Okay. Now in the as an array we have to configure the second one. As an array you have to configure the second one. Tell me here. What is the second one, guys? Array, earlier also array, but if you are taking array with a single element, flower bracket is optional. If you are taking array with multiple elements, flower bracket is mandatory. I think this point I have taught in annotation fundamentals video, right? Array annotation annotation param type is array, and you are planning to put only one element in that array. Flower bracket is optional. You are planning to put multiple values in that array. Flower bracket is mandatory. What is that, guys? Okay, right now first what? Info. Second one is what? Info one. Both are configured now, boss. Value annotation test. Okay, today we did lot of experiment. Okay, we did lot of experiment. Let's comment experiments, guys. Let's focus only on what? Person info class data, boss. Person info class object data. So right now we are able to collect from multiple property files or not? Yeah, tell me, guys. Point number one. Address Hyderabad is injected. That means second property file is recognized or not recognized. But listen, okay, PID is there in both property file. One is 1001, one is 1010. What has come? 1010 has come. Why second one? Second one means what? Order of development, order of configuration. Order of development, configuration. Order of development, configuration. Array, go by configuration order, dirty fellows. Cut it. Paste it. Okay. Cut it and paste it. What if we are getting same keys in property file in two files? Nikki says, right now I am talking about that only. Mr. Please get up. Go to washroom, wash your face and come back, please. Right now I am addressing that only, my dear. Mr. Nikki. Right, boss. I am addressing that only, na? Fine. That too already we got the answer. Second property file key will get the higher priority. But not on the order of development. It's about order of configuration. I don't know these online students will be there in dunya, guys. Once in a while you will come to live. Okay. This time what has come? 1001. Why? Second one is info dot property. First one is what? Info one dot proper. So it is order of development or order of configuration. Mr. Duseja, are you right? Active at least now? Muddy fellows. Okay, guys. How to configure multiple property file? Okay, I think I need not to tell everything, guys. Uh, I know I don't need your laughing face, Babu. I need your answer. Okay. Mahan Purush. Okay. What is this answer? Like this, we can configure multiple property files. Yeah. Tell me, guys. Tell me. Here is what info one dot properties. What dot properties? Info one dot properties. What dot properties, guys? Info one dot properties. Yeah. Next one is what, guys? Info dot properties. What dot properties, guys? Info dot properties. Yeah. Tell me in info dot properties what is there, guys? Copy this, paste it. Copy this and paste it, guys. PR.id 1001 name Raja. This is the story. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Super. So now, Mr. Das, problem is your side. Problem is not from my side. Right. Next question is what, guys? If multiple properties files that are configured with Spring application are having same keys with different values, right, guys? Same keys with different values. Then what, guys? Then the at the rate value annotation having that key injects what, guys? Injects which value? Which injects which value as the final value? What value, guys? Injects which value as the final value? Online student, am I loud and clear? Online student, am I loud and clear? Okay, good. What is the answer, guys? What is the answer? The lastly configured properties file. What is that? The lastly configured properties file. Where, guys? In at the rate property source annotation. Annotation. Key maintained. What is that? Key maintained value will be picked up. Value will be picked up for injection to Spring Bean, for injecting the value to what, guys? Spring Bean property. For injecting the value to Spring Bean property. Convinced or not, guys? Yeah, right now you observe, guys. PR.id, come on. Here also PR.id, come on, guys. Yeah, in my Spring Bean, what is there? In Spring Bean class, Okay. Everyone, please switch off your video. Everyone, please switch off your video. Otherwise, I'll remove from the meeting, guys. Yeah, tell me here what is there, guys. What is there, my dear? Yeah, here I am taking in Spring Bean class. Here, what is there? Private int PID. Private int PID. At the rate value. Tell me, guys. Dollar floor bracket PR dot ID. At the rate value dollar PR dot ID. Tell me, according to above discussion, guys. According to above discussion, what value will be injected, my dear? What value will be injected? Okay. Tell me. No, no, no. I want you people to give the answer after seeing this. In app config.java. What dot Java? In app config.java. What is the one I am going to take? In app config.java. This is what I configured. In app config.java. This is what I am going to configure. Copy this, guys, paste it. This is my app config.java, boss. Super. Right. Now tell me, according to this, what is the value that is going to be injected? Okay, info1 dot properties is the first one. Info dot properties is the second one. Here is number 1. Here is number 2. Here is my number 1. Here is my number 2. At the rate value dollar PR dot ID. What dot ID, guys? Dollar PR dot ID. Now accordingly tell me, guys, gets what value? Gets what value? 1001 as the value. From which one? Info dot properties file. Second configured. Second file, guys. Second configuration. Because that is the second file that is configured or not, guys. Right. I think I have done some modification in yesterday's document so that we need to upload the document, guys. Come on. Lastly configured, here 2 are there. That's why second configured. Why lastly will be injected? All injected, but final overriding will happen. First time, first one is injected. Second time, second one is injected. But overriding wise, what will be taken? Tell me, this overriding happens in environment where object or proper bean property level. Not bean property level. First, overriding happens at what level? Environment object level. Right, guys? Overriding happens in environment object level. Environment object holds what was the final value. That will be anyhow injected to Spring Bean or not, guys? Tell me, what's your batch code, guys? 16.8. What is there? 16.8. Array, at the top of the program, A is equal to 10. In the middle of the program, A is equal to 20. At the end of the program, A is equal to 30. Tell me, at the end of the program, what is the A value? How can you say 30? Why 30? Same, that fellow also asked the same question. Because all values try to come to what? Environment object. First property file value will come to environment object as key value pair. Second property file content comes to environment object. While getting second property file content, what happened? Keys are duplicated, right, guys? Existing value is overridden with new value or not? Array, sometimes don't apply rocket science for simple theory, guys. A is equal to 10, A is equal to 20. What is the latest value of A? How can you say 20? Understanding? Super. Okay. Right, guys. Spring Core module, file upload. What's your document? 1102, right? Spring Core. What is the date, guys? 18th? Yesterday is 19th. It is saying the document is already there. I'm overriding it. So now you got the perfect document now, boss. Come on. Super. Right. Everyone tell to yourself, I need to be active for next half an hour to 45 minutes. Super active means super active. Many concepts will come dynamically just like that. Because I'm going to address one leftover problem. What problem? Making my Spring application as 100% loosely coupled application, though we are having multiple dependent beans for a target bean. I think one pending discussion is there. Long back we discussed about that. Come on, guys. What is the pending discussion, guys? When I'm changing Flipkart courier services, we found qualifier is the best one, but we are still hard coding bean ID in the qualifier manually. I said after few days I will collect from property file. Yesterday only we got the knowledge about property file. Okay, once again, can you feel the problem, guys? Come on. So where is this strategy design pattern? Strategy design pattern. Where is that? Spring Core Maven. Copy, paste. What's the number, guys? 7 only? 7. Strategy DP core Spring Core. Loose coupling, guys. What coupling? I want to develop having loose coupling. I want to develop simply having what? Yes. Okay, tell me. First of all, what I'd go is Spring Beans, guys, Flipkart, guys, qualifier DTDC is taken, boss. Is there any need of setter methods now? When you are doing field injection, is there any need of setter method there? Not required, guys. Okay, let it be. DHL.java, no primary, no lazy, nothing, guys. We'll keep simple solution as it is. Blue.java, no lazy, nothing, guys. Okay. @ component. DTDC.java, no primary, nothing, guys. Come on. I am wantedly commenting. I'm wantedly commenting @ qualifier. Yeah, iCourier.java. Is that clear? Blue Dot, DHL, DTDC, Flipkart. Ready, guys? Here is my main method. Strategy DP test.java. I want reply, guys. Okay. Forget about all this stuff. Other day for experiment, so many modifications are done. Today, don't worry. We got the Flipkart. We call the method. We closed the container. I think basic proper application is there now, boss. Strategy DP test.java. Is there any qualifier annotation here? Any other solution is applied there? Okay, any other solution is applied there? Not applied. So when not applied, what happens, my dear? When not applied, you will get ambiguity problem or not? Expected single matching, but found 3. No qualifying bean of type iCourier available. Expected single matching bean, but found 3. Ambiguity problem, ra babu. Discussed this problem earlier or not, guys? Ambiguity problem is discussed earlier or not, guys? There are three ways to solve it. What is the best way? Qualifier. And I have given reasons for qualifier, why qualifier is best. Why qualifier is best? Because it is having two advantages. Number one, the bean ID what we are passing in qualifier can be gathered from properties file. Number one advantage. Number two advantage. Okay, if I apply all three solution pointing to three different dependent, qualifier one will get the higher priority. Qualifier one will get the higher priority. So that's why qualifier is the best solution. But still, a problem is solved, application is working, but still, this application is what? Hard coding DTDC? Tomorrow I don't want to work with the DTDC. I want to work with the Blue Dot. I want to work with DHCL. Then what should I do there? What should I do there? I have to touch the source code or not? What is my intention, guys? Don't touch. Collect from properties. So once that thought comes, guys, we will take one property file here and we configure that property file, boss. Right. Package com dot nt dot. What is the right place to configure this? Commons. Next class. Yeah. Array, not compulsory you should take info, boss. Any name you can take. I am taking what name? My file dot property. Oh, I have not taken as a, I have taken it as a class. Here, what is their file? What is the file? My file dot properties. What dot properties, guys? My file dot properties. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Yes, guys. Here, comments can be written using hash symbol. Supply courier bean ID. What, guys? Bean ID. Tell me, guys. I can give any ID, boss. Courier dot ID is equal to DTDs. Courier dot ID is equal to DTDs. Convinced, my dear? Come on. Yeah, lots of people think what you know. Are what is there 2 minutes work? Configure this property file here. At the rate property source. Tell me. Com slash nt slash commons slash. Come on. What dot? What dot? My file dot properties. Com slash nt slash commons slash my file dot properties. Clear, guys? Got the point, my dear guys? Come on. Super. Property source com slash nt slash commons slash my file dot properties. What dot properties, guys? What dot properties, my dear? Okay, that's good. Com dot nt dot sbeans. Here is my what? My file dot properties. Yeah. Now everyone thinks that Simplest solution. Go there. Don't hard code DTDC. Here you write dollar, floor bracket open, closing. Tell me. Courier dot ID. We'll think that it's over. We'll think that it's over. It's over means you are over. I will tell why. Reason is very simple, Ra Babu. Placeholders are allowed only in value annotation. Can I place in qualifier as it is? You try boss with that. You try boss with that. You try boss with that. Right click, run as Java application. A lot of red color messages. No qualifying bean of type available, expected this. Still error is there or not there? Is not replaced boss. It is still taking as a play as it is only. Because placeholders are recognized only in what? At the rate value annotation. Okay. Why do compromise, guys? I will put along with this, guys. Copy this, paste it. Tell me. At the rate value, what is there? Dollar open, dollar closing. At the rate value, come on, guys. You're talking about this only, na boss. Come on. At the rate value, this one. Tell me, boss, can I place at the rate value annotation as a string constant? Okay. Is it going to be allowed? Try, boss. Run the application. Still red color? Still red color? Yeah, someone is saying that something extra was. What is extra? This bracket is extra, na? That bracket is not extra. Value annotation is closed. Now it should be perfect. Start the DP test. Still red color? Writing annotation as annotation. You are writing annotation as a string content. That's why not working. Okay. I'll understood your pain, guys. I will try to write value outside was. Only this one I will try to put in double quotes, right? Only this one I will try to put in double quotes. Control plus shift plus O. Still red mark is there. Mismatch cannot convert value to string. Qualifier is expecting what? String. But what you are passing? What you are passing? Value annotation. What you are passing, guys? This is also allowed or not allowed? So unfortunately, thought is there, but that thought cannot be implemented nicely over here. Because whatever you are expecting that should come through value annotation, but there is no provision of involving value annotation over here. Are you getting my point? Sir, why all these things? I'm intelligent fellow. I have one more thought, sir. Private string CID, courier ID, right? At the rate value, dollar, floor bracket open, courier dot ID. Come on. So now courier ID is injected to CID. Now at the rate qualifier, come on. CID. This is your thought na boss. But is it allows to pass variable name here? Whatever you are passing, that should be double quotes na. If I pass double quote, what happened? CID will be injected or CID variable value is injected. But you want CID or CID variable value? If I want to pass CID variable, I should not use double quotes. I should not use double quotes now, boss. Come on. If I use double quotes, what happens? It will be problem or not, guys? If I use double quotes, it will be problem or not, guys? That means even this solution is working or not working. That means this is also bad solution. This is also bad solution. Yes, we have one solution, guys. I will tell. That means tomorrow you should not come to me and say, why you have not tried this solution, sir. That's why I'm only trying all solutions that you are going to get in future. I am telling that they are not working out. Then which one will work out, sir? One thing is clear. Here, whatever you are writing, that should be fixed one. You cannot change it. But that can be changed indirectly somewhere else. And that somewhere else change should reflect over here. Let us assume here I am passing alias name. What guess? Not the bean ID alias name. Not the DTDC, not the B dot. I am passing alias name. Okay, alias name is shipment. What is that? Mover. Some name, guys. That is fixed. I am writing that one here. At the rate qualifier, come on. Shipper. But is there any dependent bean whose ID is shipper? Not there. But I am taking shipper by assuming it is going to be alias name for all the dependent bean IDs. Come on, guys. But how to configure shipper as the alias name? What, guys? Are you listening, my dear? Shipper as name for the dynamically changing dependent bean ID. Number 1 point. We don't have alias name related annotation. Alias naming is possible only through XML file. Nothing but Spring Bean configuration file. Sir, you are avoiding XML. Na? We are avoiding, but we are not eliminating. Maximum we avoid. In convert situation, we should use it. Maximum we are avoiding. In convert situation, we have to use it. Why we should use it now? I want to provide alias, shipment as alias name for the bean ID. Are how Bollywood heroes will have alias names, terrorist people will have alias name. We also can have alias name. Where Spring ID, in that place you can refer what? Alias name or not. What is my thought, you know? B dot bean ID is B dot. Its alias name shipment I want to take. DTDC bean ID is DTDC. Its alias name shipment I want to take. DHL bean ID is DHL. Its alias name also I want to take shipment. So that I can write shipment forever fixed here. But shipment is now referring to which bean? Shipment becomes alias name for which bean. That I want to collect from property file dynamically. And for that one I want to make shipment as the alias name by taking the support of XML file. By taking the support of what file, guys? Are you listening my statement? You have to use little extra brain today. Okay. Okay, question is, providing alias name for bean ID, not possible through annotation. Possible only through XML file. So first of all, we need to add one Spring Bean configuration file. But the problem is, how we are using package import before using classes. In XML file, before using XML tags, those XML tags related namespaces you have to import. What do you have to import? First import namespaces, then start using XML tag. First import Java packages, then start using classes of the packages. First pay the bill, get the token and take the breakfast. Aisa no na? First take the book the ticket, get the ticket and watch the movie. That kind of setup is there. To use classes of packages, we should import the packages. To use it XML tags of XML namespaces, we should import namespaces or not, guys? Mr. Bishwa, why do you need annotation support, worst fellow? Pay the fee and attend the classes. That's wrong, no? You are attending demo classes also. Okay, now listen carefully. Right click, new package. com.nt.cfcs. What guys? com.nt.cf. And I want to have a XML file here. Right click, new, others, search for XML, come on, XML file. What is this? Application context.xml. Say next, say finish. Say next, say finish. Okay, this is called XML prologue, guys. Any XML file, you can have that. But first of all, I need to import the namespaces, right? Yeah, that is bit complex, guys. Lengthy URLs are there. Don't dare to type. Always copy paste. Don't dare to type. Always copy paste. From where we should copy paste also, I will give the URL in the paintbrush. But be careful. Be careful. Sample Spring Bean configuration file. What guys? Configuration XML file. Sample Spring Bean configuration file na boss. Come on. Sample Spring Bean configuration file. There context.xsd. There is something called context.xsd, guys. Each XSD is one schema namespace file, guys, which is a namespace file. Beans is one namespace file. Okay, don't try to understand anything. If you try to understand also, it's a waste of time, guys. Copy this, guys. Come here, boss. Paste it. What is the open tag there? Beans. So close the beans tag. What is the open tag there, guys? Bean. Here also beans is there. Close the beans tag. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Okay. Yeah, 1, 2 red marks will be there. Just ignore. Don't try to run after them. Just ignore. Okay, 1, 2 red marks are there. Don't worry about it. Okay, now listen carefully, guys. If we configure property file, they can be used only in the annotation environment if we configure property file using property source. If we configure same property file using XML, guys, that can be used in XML environment, also in annotation environment. Are you interesting or not, guys? Come on, guys. So now I want to use property file content in XML environment, annotation environment. Better to configure where, guys? XML file. Okay. Properties file configuration. What file, guys? Property. There is a tag called context colon. Array, that is a namespace name, ra babu. How package name is there? Namespace name. Java.util package, Java.lang package. Property placeholder. What is there, guys? Location, com slash, ent slash, commons slash. What is the name of the property? My file dot properties. Clear, boss? Okay, let it be. Next, guys. Array, this is the comment in XML, guys. HTML comment, XML comment, same. Collect dependent bean ID from the properties file and provide alias name for it. And provide what, guys? Collect dependent bean ID from properties file and provide alias name for it. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Are you getting my point there, guys? I want reply, boss. Okay, tell me here. For that one, what is the tag we got, guys? Alias. What are the attributes we are having? Name of the. For which bean ID you want to provide alias name? Okay. Do you want to hard code that or time to time you want to collect from property file? Tell me, what is that? Courier.id. What is the alias name you want to give? Shipment or shipper? Shipment or shipper? Shipper. Shipment or shipper? Right now, $courier.id of the property file is representing what, guys? DTDC. Okay, for the DTDC, what is the alias name, guys? Shipper. And shipper is where, guys? Flipkart place. So shipper is now referring to DTDC or not? For example, in properties file, I change it to DHL. Tell me, boss, now shipper has become alias name for what, guys? DHL. And shipper is passed where, guys? Shipper is passed where, guys? Qualifier annotation. Shipper is passed where, guys? Now shipper is actually representing DHL now or not? Okay, A is equal to B, B is equal to C. Definitely A is equal to C or not? Property file bean ID is reflecting in XML file. For XML file bean ID, alias name is given. Alias name is used in qualifier. So whatever bean ID you are giving in property file, indirectly referring to what? Indirectly referring to what? Qualifier bean ID or not, guys? Okay, once again check it out. Here, what is the one I am telling? Here I said B dot. Yeah, this B dot goes to where, guys? XML file. For B dot, what is the alias name? Shipper. Shipper is used there. Qualifier. Indirectly, B dot is used or not? So B dot is used means B dot is injected or not, guys? Okay, all the places, all the time where I am going to change, guys, only in the property file. Sir, you created your IOC container by mentioning the configuration class. Are you mentioning configuration file anywhere? XML file anywhere? And that means problem na. You have to bring XML file into picture or not. Already configuration class is given to container. If I can link XML file with configuration class, indirectly container is going to use XML file also. How to link, sir? How to link, sir? Linking is very important. Right now I am commenting this. Did you note this? Why I am commenting this? Why I am commenting this? Already property file is configured where? That means that can be used in both XML and outside XML or not. Is there any need of configuring same thing here? Okay, now the question is, I want to link the XML file with the configuration class. For that purpose, we have annotation called import resource. What guys? We have the annotation called import resource. What is there guys? In this import resource, what is the one I have to mention? com slash nt slash cfz slash what is there? Application context dot xm com slash nt slash cfz slash application context dot xm. Are you getting my point there, guys? Understanding my statement, boss. Now tell me, XML is linked with the configuration class. So that means along with the configuration class, XML content is also read. And that also will be used, boss. From property file, bean ID comes to whom? XML. XML provides alias name. Alias name is used in qualifier. So indirectly dependent bean ID based Spring Bean will be injected to target bean or not, guys. Let's check whether our problem is solved or still going on. Strategy DP test, guys. Right now, what is the one that is working, guys? Blue dart is working. Who is working? Why blue dart? Because in my file dot property blue dart. I am not touching anywhere else. I am taking DHL. I am not touching anywhere else. I am touching DHL. Strategy DP test, guys. Click on it. Tell me, my dear. Here is what? DHL. Super, guys. Tell me next one. My file dot properties DTDC. Are you liking the process I have used or not? In the internet also this solution is not available. I have given this solution out of my experience by linking XML with annotation. In convert situation, you have to bring XML into picture. Maximum avoid. In convert situation, you can bring it or not, guys. Yes, my dear. Right now, which service, guys? Are you thoroughly enjoying, guys? Flow also there in your mind? What is happening, boss? Nothing. From property file, where the data comes, guys? XML file. Where? Here. DTDC has come here. Shipper becomes alias name for whom? DTDC. Shipper is used in Flipkart. In the place of bean ID, alias name also can be given. It can be given or not given. So shipper is given means indirectly DTDC is given. So what will be injected, boss? DTDC. Got it? Now I changed this one to DHL. Now this DHL goes to XML. For DHL, shipper becomes what? Fixed alias name. And because of that, shipper in the qualifier represent what? DHL. That's why DHL will be injected. So that without touching the source code, we are able to change from one dependent to another dependent nicely, na boss? We are able to change to one dependent to another dependent very nicely, na boss? Is it not interesting, Ra Babu? Come on. Clear, my dear. Got the point, my dear. I want reply, guys. So let's see this. What is today's discussion? Ambiguity. Solving ambiguity problem. Problem problem in solving the ambiguity problem using qualifier. That means while solving the what is the basic problem we are going to get. See, as I explained, first I tried with what guys? @ qualifier courier ID. Invalid because $key qualifier annotation allowed only in. Second one, invalid because value annotation cannot be placed inside the qualifier annotation. Then courier ID injected to bean ID property and bean ID is passed here. Invalid because we cannot pass variable name as what? Qualifier bean ID. All problems are discussed or not discussed? Okay. Solving the ambiguity problem using qualifier annotation plus Spring Bean configuration file plus Spring Bean ID alias name plus properties file. We are using multiple concepts here now, boss. Right, guys. Tell me. We can provide alias name for lengthy bean ID, but there is no annotation to do that. But we have alias tag in Spring Bean configuration while doing that. Alias name DTDC, alias is equal to what? Shipment. There are not there are. Okay. We can get the bean ID from property file to Spring Bean configuration file in order to provide alias name for it. Okay. Now you look at the story, guys. A from courier.id DTDC is coming to whom, guys? Alias tag. That is A. Okay, A boss. 1 minute. I'll give total story. A is linking XML file with configuration file. B linking. What is B, guys? Configuring properties file, guys. Configuring property. C gathering courier.id bean ID to alias tag, that is C. D for that tell me boss, for that DTDC we are providing shipment as the alias name. For that DTDC we are providing what? Shipment as the alias name. Okay, that shipment is used where, guys? In the qualifier annotation. Gives the bean ID collected from the property file through alias. We can change bean ID from property file without touching the source code. Because of that, what happened? Things are changing dynamically or not, guys? Come on, guys. Number one, XML is linked with configuration class. Number two, property file is linked with XML. Number three, from the property file, bean ID gathered. That is C. For that bean ID, shipment is the alias name. That shipment is used in qualifier. So shipment is used means indirectly bean ID is used now. That bean ID is what? DTDC na boss. So it will try to inject DTDC dependent to courier property or not, guys. Like this ambiguity problem is solved with loose coupling discussion or not, guys. With a loose coupling discussion, right now ambiguity problem is solved. Even loose coupling is also solved, guys. Property file configured in Java classes using @ property source can be used only in Java classes. Whereas the property file configured in what? XML file, Spring Bean configuration file can be used in both XML file and Java classes. So which is good, guys? Okay. Keep strategy DP application ready. Okay. Add property file having your choice dependent class bean ID. This info.properties where we have to add, guys? com/nt/commons package, right, guys? com/nt/commons package. Tell me here what is there. Here we are configuring a property file Alias name courier.id. Shipment is the alias name. Okay, how to gather the schema values, guys? Importing the namespace collect from internet. This is the Stack Overflow, guys. Or I also got from other place, right? What is the other place? This is official documentation of the Spring, guys. I will give this one. Stack Overflow means sometime wrong code also, maybe they may remove also time to time. This is Spring documentation, they never remove, guys. This is from Spring documentation, never removed, right? Okay. Import resource annotation is reading through XML file. Property source annotation reading to property file. Are they are not reading, Babu. They are just configuring. Reading and everything is done by IOC container. Please don't confuse, guys. Configure means telling I am so and so. Property source configured means it is not red boss. It is just telling I am so and so. Annotation, I am telling this file is available, please identify. Okay. That is done now, guys. XML namespace is a library that contains set of tags. To use tags of namespace, we must import the namespace or not. These are like importing Java package in our application in order to use classes of that package in our application. The popular XML namespaces in Spring are, come on guys, beans, context, util, AOP, MVC, lot of things are there or not. Every namespace is identified with its URL and with its XSD file. Bean namespace, it's a URL XSD. Context namespace, it's URL and what? XSD. Okay, guys. Link the Spring Bean configuration file with the configuration class. At the rate import resource, we specified name and location of what, guys? Rashekar, there also if you want to configure multiple XML file, you can configure. Again, comma separated list of values. That is also array type, right guys? Okay, here we mentioned this one or not? Let me highlight this, guys. This is important. After that, what next? What is last one, guys? Use qualifier annotation in target class on the top of what? As a property having fixed alias name shipment whose dependent bean ID will change based on the changes done in property file. Shipment I am using now, boss. Super. Run the client application by changing dependent class Spring Bean ID from what? Property file. Observe the change in what? Applications output. Very much clearly I have given everything now, boss. Flow part also I have given nicely now, boss. But today you don't believe XML is introduced, at the rate import resource annotation is introduced, alias tag is introduced, namespace is introduced, come on, and property file configuration using XML file introduced. But still we are not feeling heavy, but it's still easy. Why? Because it's just making our application code flexible. Apart from that, anything great in that? Apart from that, anything great in that, guys? Final conclusion. Maximum avoid XML. In can't but situation, involve the XML. Yes, boss. Import resources to link or to configure XML file with the configuration class. Property sources to link property file with what? Configuration class. What is the XML alternate for property source, guys? Context colon property placeholder. Context colon, what is that? Property placeholder. Is the alternate or not, guys? I hope everyone convinced, my dear. I want reply, guys. Everyone enjoyed thoroughly, boss. Come on. Can I upload these notes also? Right. Yeah, tomorrow onwards, small changes there in the plan, guys. Everything same. Okay, mostly I'm going to take 9 AM session as an online session. So they requested me to start around 9:20, something like that. Okay. So it will take session up to 11 o'clock, but online session means I'll conduct from my home, right? So I will be starting your session not by 11:05, 11:10. You prepare to start by 11:20. Tomorrow onwards, you will be having session at what? 11:20, and be ready to stay up to 12:50 to 1 o'clock. Starting bit late na boss? Starting it will late, so that's why it will wind a bit late. So minimum 12:50. In worst case, you have to be ready for 1 o'clock also. It may touch 1:05, 1:10 also some days. Online students, I hope you noticed it. For you, ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ता, right? ऐसा नो ना? Okay. What is that? Login as you are taking class between 11, 11, 1:30. What is that? Login now? Fine, guys. This is the only one change, guys. This is the only one change. We'll see for a few days. If it is not working out, back to originals. Okay? Fine. Because, yeah, this is one warning to your people also. I started 9 o'clock students with around 200, 250 plus offline student. Today, from last 1 month, I am observing 7 members, 8 members are attending online. All people shifted to online. Only 7 to 8 people are attending in what? Offline. So I just changed entire session to what? Online session. And same is applicable for you people. If you don't come online, I'll keep the benchmark of 30 to 40 students. If the day strength is below 30 to 40, it's a waste for me coming, traveling, coming, going, because you don't value your time. At least I value my time. So those who want to drop, think twice before dropping and becoming online. Because if all people get the same thought, I don't hesitate to make your batch also as online batch. Is that clear? That's why. Thank you. Health issue, I missed 3 days class. How to get the class? Read the document, no option. And if your plan is a recordings plan, collect the recordings from admin. Okay, can you tell the same reason in the interview room, my dear? And moreover, when your health is not good, you are watching TV. What's the problem to watch the class? If I question like this, they will call me, sorry, is very rude. But I should not introspect like that, right? Thank you. See, when your health is bad, are you watching TV or not? Are you watching mobile screen or not? Doing or not? Then what's the problem to log in the class and listen the class, guys? See, me having health problem, conducting class is problem. That is quite considerable. When you are having health problem, anyhow you will do time pass at home. What's the problem to sit and listen the class? Okay, please try to have maturity, boss. Self-discipline is very important. What's your batch code, guys? Yes. What is this one? Spring Core. What's your batch code? 1102 Spring Core. 19th. Where is 20th? This is the 20th. I think you entered the last solution. What is the flow? Property file to XML to get the dependent bean ID. For that one, fixed alias name. Wherever you are mentioning bean ID, I can mention bean alias name. Come on, guys. Alias name also will will refer bean ID. Bean ID also will refer Spring Bean only. So I mentioned shipment in the qualifier. So indirectly specified bean related bean object will be injected or not. That's good. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice time. We'll meet tomorrow. And I have given lot of other assignments. They also try to apply the solution.